Sup, y'all, bringing you guys another video. Yeah, as we all know, over the weekend, Jake Paul defeated Tyron Woodley by split decision. It was a fun event, I'm not gonna lie, it was a fun event. I thought it was entertaining throughout the whole entire event. And the fight itself between Woodley and Jake Paul, obviously, we all wanted to see a knockout. That was not the case, but it was still entertaining in its own right, at least in my opinion. Anyway, Jake Paul won the fight, rightfully so in my opinion. I noticed that a lot of people think otherwise. A lot of people thought that Woodley should have won, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Jake Paul clearly won this fight. You scored a fight round by round, on a round by round basis, and a round by round basis, Jake Paul won the fight 6 rounds to 2. 5 rounds to 3 at the 3 rounds is probably the most you can give Woodley in my opinion, but that's just what I think. Anyway, I thought I'd share with you guys the purses for this fight, because apparently both fighters, both Woodley and Jake Paul, made at least $2 million according to MMA Junkie. MMA Junkie made an article about it, as you guys can tell by the headline. Paul versus Woodley salaries. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley paid $2 million each. And it reads here, says here that both received the same purse, that both got paid $2 million each for their fight, and they got it from the Ohio Athletic Commission. They got the information from the Ohio Athletic Commission. Throughout the lead up to this fight, Woodley has stated that this is the most he's ever gotten paid, and I believe it, man. $2 million. Definitely. Do you think the UFC would pay somebody $2 million unless your name is, Conor McGregor or those top guys in the UFC? They don't pay fighters $2 million. And Woodley is probably set to make more than that once all the pay-per-view numbers are in. Obviously, Jake Paul will make way more because he's the A side, and I'm sure he's set to make a bigger cut from the pay-per-view buys. I'm going to be honest, man. I think this fight sold pretty well. I think so. In my opinion, I think it sold at the very least 800,000 pay-per-view buys. Or 750. Let's say 750 at the very least. And that's a lot of money. So both fighters are set to make a lot of money. I'm not exactly sure how much Woodley will be getting from the cut from the pay-per-view buys, but definitely not as much as Jake Paul, considering that Jake Paul, like I said, is the A side. He's also the promoter, the main man for the event. So he's set to make a lot of money. A lot of money for this fight. So good. I'm happy for both guys. Both guys got paid. Both guys went out there, put their heart on the line. Especially for a YouTuber like Jake Paul. You gotta give him a lot of props, man. The guy has only been fighting for 2.5, 3 years? And for him to go out there and actually beat, now mind you, it's boxing, not necessarily MMA, but still, he beat a guy who's experienced in fighting, in Woodley. You gotta give him props for that. I feel like the hate towards Jake Paul is just overshadowing his accomplishment, because it's actually a pretty damn good accomplishment if you ask me. Just imagine yourself training boxing for the first time in the past 3 years. And you go in there against somebody as accomplished like Woodley. Yes, he's old. Yes, he lost his last fights in MMA. But still, he has the experience of fighting. And you beat him in boxing. That should give you a lot of pride, man. You should be proud of that. But, haters gonna hate. Let me know what you guys think about the amount of money these two made on fight night. Like I said, once all the pay-per-view numbers are in, both fighters are set to make more than $2 million. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.